A lot of people might not like this, but these are the top 10 best movies in MCU history. Now that I've seen the and I'm not gonna hold you, there's been a lot of really peak Marvel movies, but we gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top. But you can't forget, it's my list, I can't miss. Kicking off the list, we have the movie that kicked off this cinematic universe in Iron Man. And I'm letting you know right now, if you don't have Iron Man in your top 10, your list is ass. I'm just playing, but this movie really means something to me. But in my humble opinion, I think this is about as good an origin story you can do for this version of Tony Stark in the MCU and a really good building block for this universe. Back when the visuals were mwah, the suits were practical and the lighting was actually pretty solid. That scene where he pulls a Superman and goes to a foreign country to stop all the war out of his own guilt because they're using his weapons. That scene fighting the jets in the sky and he hits that tank with the reverse Uno card and just walks away from the explosion. Aura. It was an unfortunate training exercise. Next time, baby. Ironmonger? Haha. And of course, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scrap. But next up, we're in the end game now, and I know this is my number one. How is it not top 4 at least? Hold on a minute, player. I still love this movie. It's in my top 10. We're just gonna act like these movies aren't peak. For that damn portal scene alone on your left. Cap wielding Mjolnir. I knew it. Just the sheer magnitude of that splash panel at the end, what they were able to accomplish is insane. Cap finally saying, Avengers! Assemble. Whoa, I got chills. Ow. So many tears were shed. Happy tears, sad tears, saying goodbye to some of our favorite OG 6 Avengers. This gotta be in everyone's top 10. A movie like this is why the MCU is the MCU. But next up, I gotta go with the OG Avengers film. This is when everyone really locked in and leaned forward, just like that meme, into the MCU because they realized this is the potential of a shared cinematic universe. I'll just never forget being in awe, seeing all of these superheroes that I grew up reading, watching an animated series all up on a big screen together in live action. I just never thought the tones of all, like, bro, we have Thor, Iron Man, and a Hulk in a, what are we talking about? Like, this was a moment in time where time stopped. It's easy to take for granted nowadays because every fucking superhero movie is a team-up movie, but the Avengers just flows perfectly. The smell in the air was different around 2012. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. I'm always horny. But next up, I gotta go with Spider-Man No Way Home. I gotta stay truthful and faithful to myself. I'm a Spider-Man meat glazer at the end of the day. I will never switch up on you, Spider-Man No Way Home. Seeing all of my heroes up on the screen together and Toby, Andrew, and Tom, there was a grown man in my theater crying, and that grown man was me. And I hate that people say this is just a nostalgia bait movie. Like, no, they're not jingling keys. The cameos in this movie aren't even fucking cameos. They play key integral roles into the story and plotline. Even all of the villains do. This movie has so much reverence for Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. I love that shit. Norman's on sabbatical, honey. Attaboy. Dog, they ripped Alfred Molina's Doc Ock from 2004. It was so perfect. Hello, Peter. Now, don't get me wrong. The way we get there is kind of stupid as fuck, like with the strange spell at first. But him trying to save the villains from dying, going back to their universe is the most Spider-Man shit ever. But I can't excuse it for being a visual eyesore a lot of the time. But it did film during COVID. Not to mention, Michael Giacchino fucking cooks with the score. This is the movie when Tom Holland's Spider-Man really became Spider-Man. Thankfully to his 2 older brothers in Toby and Andrew. I love that so much, man. With great power, there must also come great responsibility. This shit means something to me! Gotta go with Captain America the Winter Soldier next. Now, this is how you do a political action thriller in the MCU. This is really when the MCU proved that it could be more than just a superhero movie. It can